Computer. All righty. So the topic of today's class is just very simple, keeping it simple, right? So essential oils, let's go ahead and keep it simple. So this class was actually a very refreshing and simple class. And, you know, wouldn't you know that the more simple, the easier they are for the one who's putting it together. So it was, you know, it was fairly easy, but I enjoyed it. All right, so just wanted to talk just a little bit about what are essential oils, all right? They're natural aromatic compounds that are found in various parts of the plant. So you can find essential oil in bark, in the fruit, in the leaves, in the seeds, in the root, okay? And God actually provided this for the plants to give them protection. And essential oils are made up of volatile organic compounds, okay? They're very clean, they're almost crisp to the touch and immediately absorbed by the skin. So those are those clean, crisp adjectives, you know, you might be like, huh, clean, crisp. Well, I mean, when you put them on you, that smell, it's very clear, you know, that you're smelling something from, you know, from nature. You're smelling something from a plant, right? So they're very, very nice, you know, putting them on the skin. That's actually, you know, the way that I enjoy them the most is putting them on my skin. So, all right. So pills versus herbs. Okay. A lot of the oils are actually, they come from herbal plants. And pills, what happens with pills, with prescription drugs, those medications actually contain synthetic modifications or actual copies of natural compounds derived from botanicals. Side effects from synthetic drugs are usually several items long. So there's a lot of side effects, just like Patty was just talking about. Whereas essential oils, though, have positive side effects, right? So maybe you're taking an essential oil to lower your blood pressure. You're having a positive side effect in that it's making you feel just very, you know, at peace and calm. Maybe it's a calming oil, or maybe it's a cheerful oil. So the side effects are actually good ones, right? So what I wanted to kind of start with was the idea of reinventing healthcare, right? Because sometimes what we find today is, you know, people, they get sick, they go to the doctor and they want a pill, right? Matter of fact, they don't feel like the doctor visit was, you know, accomplished very much unless they come home with another prescription medication, right? And then that goes on the shelf and you just add it to your repertoire, right? So centuries ago, it wasn't that way though. They used natural medicines. Matter of fact, in Europe, oftentimes they still hand out herbal medications and essential oils in addition to the prescriptions. In other words, I'm not saying that prescription medications are never inappropriate. I'm not saying that they should never be taken. What I'm saying is that sometimes what we can do is we can actually proactively care for our health to where we don't need to have those prescription medications, right? So, I mean, and the idea, if you had told somebody, you know, back in the last century, you know, about taking a blue pill, or maybe 2 centuries ago, take a blue pill and it's going to make you feel better, they probably would have thought that you're crazy, right? Because back then they used herbs as a regular course of treatment, right? Today, it's literally just the opposite, right? Excuse me. Hang on, some people are coming. All right, so let's go ahead and keep on going. All right, so plant medicine versus drugs, or versus prescription medication. Okay, so plant medicine is natural, right? Because it's from nature. It amplifies, it supports, and it moderates. I was sharing with somebody how that lemongrass is a perfect example of that. If your blood pressure is high, it will help to lower. If your blood pressure is low, it will help to raise it. So whatever is needed, that's what lemongrass will do. Same thing with cholesterol. So Patty, you might want to look into that for cholesterol. If your cholesterol is high, it'll raise it. I'm talking about your what is it, the HDL? But if it's low, it will raise it. So it's, you know, it actually moderates the processes going on in our body. Now, plant medicine or essential oils, they actually detoxify. Whereas if you're taking synthetic drugs, they toxify your body. So these are two different, you know, two different outcomes. What would you rather have? Would you rather detox or toxify, right? Plant medicine is multi-dimensional. In other words, one medication can do, one essential oil can do a multitude of things. Whether it's, you know, maybe helping to take care of maybe anxiety. It also could help to ward off things such as Alzheimer's or dementia, right? So they do a lot of different things. One oil does many different things. They have a homeostatic intelligence, and I'm not going to go into that because I'm trying to keep it very simple, but in other words, that they're intelligent. It's kind of like the difference between us and a robot, right? We've got intelligence, right? We can use judgment, right? And I'm not saying that the essential oils use judgment, but what I'm saying is that they have an intelligence that prescription medication does not have, because very, you know, some of the prescription medications, they run one course, they do one thing, and that's it, right? Medicine or essential oils sensitize receptor sites, whereas drugs confuse and clog receptor sites. Plant medicine reduces inflammation, whereas drugs can cause inflammation. And how about this one? Plant medicine attacks only the harmful bacteria. We have a lot of bacteria in our body, and most of it is not harmful. That's why when you would give your child antibiotics, they oftentimes tell you, especially if it's a baby and they're you know, they're wearing diapers, they tell you that, you know, your baby is more susceptible for yeast infections. Why? That's because antibiotics kill the bacteria which keep the yeast overgrowth down. So that's pretty interesting, right? Because bacteria does good things in our body as well as it can do bad things, right? So, no, I thought it was pretty interesting, you know, just how that, you know, essential oils, they're I mean, if you ask me, you know, you compare the plant medicine to the drugs here, and to me it's really a no-brainer, you know, as to what we would want to maybe start with, right? And like I said, I would never say, you know, that Western medicine and pharmaceuticals never have a place, but the 80-20 rule, and that's what's talked about here, that at doTERRA, they believe that with a foundation of healthy habits and effective education, you can actually address 80% of you and your family's needs right from home. All you need is just a little bit of education, right? 80% of your healthcare needs can be addressed without even leaving your home. Now, there are times where we do need some additional support, right? You know, maybe our baby is fussy and they're, you know, they got a fever or whatever. You might suspect an ear infection. Well, I'm not just going to let that sit. If what I've been trying is not working, I'm going to go take my baby to the doctor, right? So that's the 20% of healthcare needs that involves what we call proactive medical care. In other words, you're getting it before it gets out of hand, right? Before it gets too bad. So the 6 steps of the doTERRA wellness pyramid. So the very bottom, and I know I always start out with this, is eating properly is essential, right? It is literally essential. You know, you can have somebody who, you know, they, and I know I was just talking to somebody and they were like, well, yeah, get me some Slim and Sassy. And so I told this person, I said, well, look, I said, Slim and Sassy is not like a magic bullet, right? You have to make those decisions each and every day to eat healthier, right? It helps, okay, but it doesn't do, you know, all of the work, right? You have got to be eating properly, getting that exercise, rest, managing the stress. Now, here's where essential oils also are coming in. Eating right as well, because we have a lot of supplements that most of us take, and that, you know, they help out very much. And then reducing that toxic load. Now, we were talking about that, about the toxins in pharmaceuticals. And so, you know, we want to reduce our toxic load wherever we can, wherever we can. And then there's that informed self-care and the proactive medical care. So it's all the big picture, right? That's the doTERRA way, right? So doTERRA it's not like they're, you know, on some soapbox somewhere saying, you know, oh, everybody throw away your, you know, your medications, and, just try these essential oils. And no, that would actually be very irresponsible, right? But doTERRA, what they do is they have a way, and that way is through education, which is exactly what this class is designed to do. This class is designed to educate, right? Because the more that I know, the more empowered I can be, right? I know that, you know, there's oils that I just started taking. I know Blue Tansy is one of them. It came in that BOGO box. And, it's got a very, very unusual smell, and be very careful because it'll also stain you. It'll go away eventually, but it initially will stain your skin until it actually absorbs into your skin. But like I say, though, the doTERRA way is to have informed care. Let's find out what it is that we can do on a natural level, that we can take care of our bodies in a better way. I mean, you know, we know we're getting old, but we don't want to get old with all kinds of pain, right? So this is informed self-care. Okay, so this is what I would rather my medicine cabinet looking like than this, right? There's absolutely no comparison, right? The one, it's you know what the oils are for, you know that there's no harmful side effects, right? Very small doses of those oils, right? They're actually cheaper than prescription medications. When you compare them drop for drop, they're actually cheaper. So here are 10 of probably the most popular oils. And look at all of the things that could be done with them: refreshing, soothing, energizing, nourishing, calming, supporting, relaxing, revitalizing, rejuvenating, purifying. There's so many aspects of our life that could be positively impacted by these oils. So the top 10 essential oils, and I'm going to focus on these top 10 for today. Okay, so the most common uses. So you've got oregano, melaleuca, which is now called tea tree, On Guard, frankincense, lemon, lavender, peppermint, breathe, digestin, and deep blue. So we're going to focus on these 10 top oils. These are oils that we all should have in our medicine cabinet. This is for bare minimum, right? If we run out, I know not too long ago I was running out of lavender. You know, it was like, wow, when was I ever worried about running out of lavender? Lavender was never really the oil that really spoke to me. You know, it was kind of like, yeah, okay, I have it, you know, but I wasn't really using it, right? Well, now I become the diffuser mixologist, you know. I love diffuser blends, and lavender's in a lot of them, you know. So, you know, it makes a big difference when you have it in there and then when you don't. And then, of course, for anything soothing, you know, you get a bite, you get a burn, you know, any kind of, even a blemish on your skin or whatever, you just put just a teeny, not even a whole drop. I just tap my finger on the top of it, and that's usually enough. Of course, if you have a larger area, you're going to need more. All right, so I wanted to just briefly go through each of these 10 oils. I absolutely love these slides, and I love using them. They give a lot of information. It tells not only the part of the plant that they come from, which in this case, oregano comes from the leaf. It tells how it's extracted, and it tells even the aromatic description, right? Now, I don't think I would be able to determine by this description what oregano tastes like, but when it says sharp, yes, oregano is sharp. It's a very powerful oil, right? Now, it gives you the key benefits. veggie capsule for your immune system. It's very, very good for your immune system. You could also put it on the bottom of your feet. Supports healthy digestion and respiratory function. That's why it's very good to cook with these oils. It's used as a powerful cleansing and purifying agent. Why? Because they have done studies on this, and they have found that it not only kills bacteria, it kills viruses, it kills fungi, it kills yeast. I mean, this oil here is a powerhouse. Every medicine cabinet should have this oil in it. This particular oil can be taken internally. It can be put on your skin, but it is a hot oil, so you'll want to dilute it. And that's where you could see that D down there, dilute before using topically. And then aromatically, meaning that you could open it up and breathe it in, or you can put it in a diffuser. And of course you can cook with it because you can eat it. This oil there's been some controversy about this oil. And Melaleuca, as it was previously known, it states, as you can see here, that you can take it internally. However, it just recently changed its name, and now it's called tea tree. Tea tree is a much more popular name. Matter of fact, when I used to tell people about Melaleuca, they'd be like, huh? And then when I said tea tree, they were like, oh yeah, okay. So tea tree is definitely a much more popular name. However, tea tree's bottle states not for internal use. Now, I'm not going to get into all the the understandings on that, but I do know that one says you can take it internally and the other not. So I would just go along with what the guidelines are saying, and just leave it at that. But very, very good for immune function. I use it on my face a lot. I use it on my hair. It's got a very clean smell. Very, very good for your skin. The On Guard. Now, anybody who's diffused On Guard, you can smell this. I mean, practically before you come into the house. It's got a beautiful, beautiful aroma. It makes people think that you're inside baking. But it's very, very good for your immune system. It's good for respiratory function, cleaning the air. It actually cleans the air. And look at these beautiful oils that are actually in it. Wild orange peel, clove bud, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus leaf and stem, rosemary leaf and the flower. There's a lot of beautiful, beautiful oils in On Guard. So that's a blend. All right, frankincense is an extremely popular oil. And it comes from the resin, as you can see here, from the Boswellia tree. And there's different Boswellia. There's different towns actually that they get this frankincense from. And this particular one is sourced from Somalia, but there's also other places where it's sourced. And look at the ways that you can take it. Okay, you can also take this simply by opening up your mouth and dropping one drop under your tongue, or taking the bottle and turning it over, and you have just a little bit on your thumb, and you apply it to the roof of your mouth. Very good, especially if you have like a headache or maybe a migraine coming on. And then there's lemon. Lemon is a cleansing. It's a very clean smelling. It's a beautiful smell. It naturally cleanses the body. It aids in digestion, supports healthy respiratory function. And when you diffuse it, there's no way that you cannot, feel that the energy from this oil. All right. And on the contrary, we have lavender. So what lemon does, lavender does not do. Lavender settles us down, calms us down, helps us to sleep, eases feelings of tension. Very good for anything skin, like I was saying. Just a drop on your pillow, be very, very helpful for those, that have hard time sleeping. You could also put it in the bath and you could soak it. But this particular one, you could use it aromatically. So that would be breathing or putting it in your diffuser. You could put it directly on your skin, and you can take it internally. All righty, peppermint. This is a super duper popular oil. I know somebody who just absolutely has to have this oil. This oil, it has got a very, very powerful smell. Some people don't care for the way that it feels on their skin if they apply it neat, or that would be directly out of the bottle. So this would be one that might cause sensitivity, skin sensitivity. So you just want to be very, very careful, especially if you're applying it to young children. Make sure you have a carrier oil to dilute it with, or just a lotion. That'll also do the trick if you don't have fractionated coconut oil. Fractionated coconut oil is a must. Everybody should have fractionated coconut oil in their medicine cabinet along with these oils, because you're gonna find that you're gonna use that fractionated coconut oil so much, whether it's making a roller bottle or whether it's just putting the oils on their skin. I use it all the time because it helps absorption. It increases the surface area that the oils can reach. So it's very, very important to have some fractionated coconut oil. If you can't find that, almond oil or even in a pinch, olive oil will work. But anyway, here's all the key benefits of peppermint. Then we've got Breathe. Now, Breathe is a very, very powerful and fast working oil. If you've got stuffed up sinuses, especially at this time of the year, this oil is definitely your best friend. It helps to clear up your sinuses. It helps them to keep clear. You diffuse it. It actually helps you to sleep better at night too. It's a very, very effective oil. And there are many people that just are so in love with this oil. And when you look at all the ingredients of it, you've got laurel leaf oil, peppermint plant, eucalyptus leaf and stem, melaleuca leaf, lemon peel, and ravensara, and also cardamom seed. And I think this is old because I think we also have, what is that other one? There's another oil in this. Breathe just came out with a new formulation and they added another oil to make it even better. Okay. Lou?
Oh, I don't remember exactly which oil that was added.
Is it caraway?
Caraway, I believe, was already in it. No, but I'll look at the bottle. I think I have a new bottle.
Okay. Thank you, Lou. Make sure you mute yourself. And then another thing too, that I wanted to mention with this, I just learned this myself. Air X and Breathe are different oils. Okay. I've got Air X and I've got Breathe. Air X has some different oils in it than Breathe has. Okay. As far as which one is better, that I can't say. I just know that Breathe has definitely, given many people a lot of relief from stuffed up sinuses and things. Then there's also DigestZen. DigestZen is oftentimes what do you call it? It's neglected. It's neglected. And the only reason why I say that is because oftentimes DigestZen is not a smell that you really, you just really take to very easily. I happen to like it because I like the smell of fennel and anise. But this has got some powerful, powerful oils to help with digestive issues. Ginger, peppermint, caraway seed, coriander, anise, tarragon, and fennel. And it works. I know so many people who take it. Then we've got Deep Blue. Deep Blue is the soothing blend. Very good for any kind of muscular aches, joint aches, just very, very good for pain. Okay. Now this has wintergreen, camphor, peppermint, ylang ylang, helichrysum, blue tansy. That's that oil I was talking to you about earlier. Blue chamomile and osmanthus essential oils. This is a very, very powerful oil as well. You just want to be very careful. You don't want to get this or any oils in the eyes. As you can note that there's a child resistant cap on here. The reason why is because of the ingredients that it has can be dangerous to children if they ingest it in quantities. So there's a child restraint cap on that as well. There's actually a couple of other oils that I just got an email that they say should have child restraint caps on it. And that would be the Deep Blue Roll-On. It's the past tense. And then it's also the Deep Blue Touch.
Didn't print properly, whatever you were printing. Sorry. I'm sorry, Barbara. I was just going to say, I'm sorry, I totally interrupted you.
Oh, that's all right.
Cardamom was added to Breathe. I put it in the chat. Cardamom was purposely added to be able to help relax the chest cavity from coughs, and also for if everybody is having difficulty breathing, it relaxes that whole chest cavity, allowing them to breathe easier.
Okay, there
Sorry.
we go. Okay, thank you so much, Lou. All right, so that's Breathe. We did these ones. I wanted to include this because I wanted everybody to see that there's more to Deep Blue than just those 2 oils from that last slide. Deep Blue is a very, very popular line. The Deep Blue Rub in particular is very, very good. It works so good. I use it a lot when I get out of the shower, on my back, and it really, really does help. The Deep Blue Polyphenol, there's actually people that are on the Zoom that take that Deep Blue Polyphenol regularly for pain, and they absolutely love it. And maybe, those that are taking it could say a couple things after class. Okay, why use essential oils? Well, specific oils have specific uses and benefits, but you generally hear about the following emotional, physical, and mental effects of essential oils. So this isn't all. This is a very short and condensed. What do? They ease anxiety, they ease depression, they soothe sore muscles, they relieve stress, they enhance your mood, they fight cold and flu symptoms, such as congestion. We were just talking about that. They promote relaxation and better sleep. We were talking about that with the lavender. They balance hormones, they relieve body aches, and they improve digestion. Okay, that's just a very short list of what they do. Now what I want to do is I want to go through the essential oils through the seasons, right? Now, we just came out of winter, we're into spring, and what happens when springtime hits? Everything just comes alive, right? It's a very active season. Everything is coming alive. Well, with everything coming alive, oftentimes we can have some spring issues. What are some of those spring issues? Well, this right here, okay? Matter of fact, I know people who try very hard not to go out at this time of the season. But imagine if you could go from this, use this, and go here, where you don't have all of those sinus problems. Your head is hurting, your eyes are hurting, your eyes are scratchy, your throat is scratchy, you're coughing, you're having difficulty breathing. Taking one of these, and so I started taking these, I don't know, last month. I got my granddaughter taking them as well. She's got really bad allergies. Just once or twice a day, taking this Tri-Ease can really help a lot. So it's definitely something to, to consider during this time of the year. All right. Now we're going to go into just briefly essential oils for cold and flu. Okay. Now I know, the flu and the virus, the coronavirus and all of that is top on people's minds, but what everybody to understand is that coronavirus is only one of many viruses. Okay. Cold, the common cold is a virus. All right. There's all kinds of viruses, right? So we could be focused in on one virus and not worried about anything else. No, if we could just keep our body healthy, eat right, taking supplements, using essential oils. Remember what I said, the proactive initiation of, of these things into our life. Well, we can actually keep ourselves from getting the colds and the flus. So, but when you do, what do? Right? This right here is a very effective way to clear out your sinuses. 2 drops of, and you just put this in a, whether it's in a pot that you're boiling on the stove, or whether you pour the water in maybe like a coffee mug or something, with 2 drops of oregano, 2 drops of melaleuca or tea tree, 2 drops of peppermint, 2 drops of lemon. Add all of that to that cup of hot water. Close your eyes. Make sure you close your eyes because it will burn your eyes if you don't. And you just breathe in and let that just take care of all of that sinus congestion. Now, a lot of people don't know that Digestin can actually help for congestion. I thought that, you know, when I first heard it, I was like, wow, that's pretty awesome. And so I gave it to somebody who was all, you know, clogged up with his sinuses, and it actually worked. I thought it was pretty, you know, pretty interesting actually. So you just put a little Digestin on the bridge of your nose. Be very careful not to get it in your eyes, and you only need a little bit. And you can dilute it if, you know, you're worried about, you know, skin sensitivity, but right there on the bridge, don't let it run down into your eyes, and it helps. Okay, what about On Guard? You can actually use your On Guard oil as a sore throat soother. 3 drops with a tablespoon of water, gargle for 1 minute, then swallow, right? Because why can we swallow? Because On Guard can be taken internally, all right? So unlike, you know, some of the over-the-counter remedies and Listerine and all that, you can actually swallow this because it actually helps in all of your piping going all the way down. And so it's actually very, very helpful. You can use it before you're speaking, you know, before you're singing, whatever it might be. Or you can mix that up in a spray bottle and just mist it in your mouth. Not only gives you good breath, but then you can also swallow it and you get all those awesome benefits. All right, here's another throat gargle. Now this is if you want to, you know, add other oils. That's kind of like what I like to do. I like to, you know, feel like I'm doing something even more special, right? 1 drop of On Guard, 1 drop of lemon, 1 drop of melaleuca or tea tree. You put it in a little cup, Dixie cup or whatever, and gargle. In this particular case, though, let me make sure that I clarify. Just, I would spit it out after you're done, only because the melaleuca says that you can take it internally, but like I was just saying, the tea tree, which is what it's being sold as now, says don't take it internally. So Lou is probably going to have something to say about that at the end of class. All right, now this is another wonderful product. Matter of fact, Riley asked me today, what is my favorite beadlet? And I said the On Guard beadlet, right? Look at what it does for immune and respiratory support, right? Very, very good. You can swallow this if you'd like, and then it'll open up in your stomach, or you could do what I like to do and bite it in your mouth and then rub it around your teeth, because the clove that's in here is very, very good for your teeth and your gums. All right, so just remember that. All right, wanted to talk just a little bit about bugs. Bugs, who likes bugs? I don't think anybody likes bugs, especially mosquitoes, right? Well, TerraShield is definitely your friend for the summertime, right? TerraShield, not to mention, really smells good. I like the smell of TerraShield. It doesn't have the DEET. It doesn't have synthetic chemicals. Just a little bit gives you a lot of coverage, okay? Now this is in a handy spray bottle. It's, you know, just a very, very, very nice product. And then they also have the TerraShield. As you can see, I'm circling it here with my mouse, is the TerraShield. It's the actual 15 ml bottle. And that's where you could diffuse it to keep the bugs away. Like if you have an outdoor diffuser or you want to set it up on the indoors. I've actually diffused TerraShield inside because I like the smell. So, but then it also has another benefit to it, is that it keeps the bugs away. Bugs don't like it. All righty, I wanted to put this out here for all of those moms who have kiddos. All right, these are two blends here that are very, very good for kids. Here's one to improve behavior. So here you go. If they're misbehaving, just give him these oils and he's going to be a perfect kid. Just joking. I'm just saying, you put these oils, and what it does is it stimulates different things inside of the brain, and it cheers up. It makes you more focused. There's a wide range. It calms you down. There's a wide range of things that these oils do. So here are the oils to diffuse in your diffuser when you want to improve behavior. Hey, worth a try, right? Not to mention that they smell very good. This is a very good group of oils, especially that ylang ylang. Absolutely love it. Now, what about to uplift? Well, here's a blend. And, you can try this and this, to uplift, to give energy, to give stamina, right? If you're feeling, a little down or maybe tired or whatever, you give this for a little bit of uplifting. Usually that happens about midday, right? So instead of all of this on the left, Pepto-Bismol and Alka-Seltzer and Beano, just give Digestion a try. One bottle of oil does better than all of these products, generally speaking. Now, I'm not saying that every single time and every single person it's going to take away their symptoms, but I can tell you the times that I've used it, I have definitely seen improvement, and in some cases, total alleviation of the symptoms. All right, I put these following slides, and I'm getting very close to being done. I put these following slides together with the help of this roller bottle make and take. You can actually, find these. They're make and takes, and they have stickers and roller bottles, and the only thing they don't supply is the oils, but I have a bunch of recipes. You see how cute their stickers are too? The seasonal blend, it's a very nice looking sticker. But this is what you do. If you've got a 5 ml roller bottle, which most of our roller bottles are 10 ml, look at what you put in there. 10 drops of lavender, 10 drops of lemon, 10 drops of peppermint. Fill the rest with fractionated coconut oil, and then use it according to the directions. Put it over your sinuses, above your eyebrows, under your nose as needed. Roll it onto the palms of your hands and inhale. So definitely worth a try, isn't it, for allergies? What about this one for immune boost? That's definitely worth a try. Take some snapshots if you would like, or you can watch this whole video. Will be up on YouTube shortly after I finish the class. Here you go. Here you got a muscle blend. I mean, how easy is it to just have a roller bottle handy that you could just roll on wherever it's needed? How about black and blue? Look at that. People who are easy bruisers like I am. Sometimes I'll get a bruise. I'll have a bruise and I'll be like, okay, what did I just do? What did I bump a table? Did I bump a door? What did I do? I bruise pretty easily. All right, here's that belly blend that we were just talking about with the Digestion. Breathe Easy, very similar to the Breathe blend. Open Airways, same thing. Focus blend, this smells absolutely wonderful. Orange and peppermint. Very easy to make these too. All righty, getting very close to the end, I wanted to talk just a little bit about why we want to diffuse essential oils. Well, for one, it can purify the air in your home. For two, some oils can help maintain feelings of clear breathing and open airways when you're diffusing it. It actually goes down into your lungs, and it just really, really gives you a lot of benefit in your pulmonary structures. Diffusing minimizes the effects of seasonal threats, such as the pollen, right? That's why I keep on saying lemon, lavender, and peppermint. Very, very good. And only a small amount of oil needs to be used if you're using it in a diffuser that you're seeing here. It's an ultrasonic diffuser. A couple drops go a long way. And here are some diffuser blends. I hope everybody can see them. You can take a snapshot Beautiful, beautiful spring diffuser blends. Here's some more. I like this one, Spring Fling, Breathe Easy, Outdoor Wedding. How beautiful is that? And a couple more, Summer Breeze and Passion Fruit and Under the Stars. Just, I mean, it makes you happy even just reading some of these things, you know? And this one I thought was just so cute. I had to add this one, Sunflower Blend. And partly because ylang ylang is my favorite oil. 2 drops of ylang ylang, 2 drops of lemon. Now, if you're like me and you like it stronger, then put 3 drops of ylang ylang and 3 drops of lemon. I like my diffuser blends a little stronger. All right, I wanted to talk about this very quickly. It's a brand new collection, and it's a very, very nice collection. Now, it's called the Aroma Essentials Collection. This is also an enrollment kit, okay? So you can enroll in doTERRA with this kit. So it's $149.50, and look at what it includes, okay? 5 oils, and these are awesome oils, plus a La Luz diffuser. Now, I don't know if anybody out there has the La Luz. I just bought it, and I was very impressed. It is beautiful. It's a very strong and sturdy glass. It's thick. It's heavy. I mean, not like heavy, but it's like a heavy glass. It's not like just a cheap chintzy, you know, plastic or something like that. This is a beautiful diffuser. So you get the La Luz diffuser, you get peppermint, balance, breathe, wild orange, on guard, citrus bloom, which is a wonderful smell, serenity, cheer, which there's no way you cannot smile if you put that oil on. Adaptive, northern escape, which is one of my favorites. I love that woodsy smell. This is a pretty awesome kit, if you ask me. This is an awesome kit. Now, we have another week and a half for this special. If you make a loyalty order, which loyalty order is that LRP, okay? It's also called loyalty order. Everybody should have an LRP cart made. Why? Because you get free products when you're making your monthly purchases, right? So if you make a loyalty purchase of 125 PV, so it's, you know, around 125, give or take, right? It can vary. If you make that by April 15th, you will receive the lime, 15 ml lime for free. And of course, that's while supplies last. What is lime good for? Well, the primary benefits is that healthy immune function, positively affects the mood with stimulating and refreshing properties, promotes emotional balance and well-being, used as an aromatic, topical, and internal cleanser. That's pretty cool. And here's the ways that you can use it. You can diffuse it. You can actually remove the residue with it. It's very similar to lemon in that regard. You can put a drop in your drinking water and drink it. So very, very, very nice oil, nice smelling oil. I wanted to add this just for a little bit of fun. This is a sugar-free lemon lime slushy. I mean, I would really, really like to have one of these right now. So if anybody wants to make me one, and, you know, I would love one of these right now. Anyway, sugar-free lemon lime slushies with lemon and lime essential oil. Now, who wouldn't love something like that? All right, wanted to very, very briefly go into a brand new wellness program kit. We talked about it quite a bit last week, but I just wanted to just very briefly talk about the sleep wellness program because I didn't talk about that last week. This just came available now, and this is what the first kit provides. The next month, this will be what they provide. I like that gratitude journal. And then the third month, actually, what is that? Is that a Magnolia Touch? Oh, how nice. Yeah, it's a Magnolia Touch. And then this is the last, the third month. So you get all of these oils, plus again, that gratitude journal. And that's when you purchase the wellness program. So you can do the sleep, you can do the mind, you could do the pain, They've got a number of them that I was talking about last week. So you can let me know if you have any questions on that. Now, wanted to just end up with this neroli. Okay, now neroli is, I had no idea neroli was going to smell as good as it did. It smells unbelievably good. And, you know, when I got it, I'm not sure if I got it as a product of the month, or I don't know. Maybe it was through a BOGO or convention collection. I'm not really sure how I got it. And at first I didn't even, you know, wasn't really something that, you know, really struck me right away. But a couple months ago, I pulled it out again and oh my goodness, this smells so good. It can be used as a personal fragrance, and that's how I use it. A personal fragrance. I have had compliments on this oil. I've had people say, that smells like something from when I was a kid, or that smells like this, or what is that smell? It is a wonderfully or wonderful smelling fragrance, neroli. All right, so enough said about that. This is what it does. Promotes relaxation, reduces low emotions, reduces feelings of anxiousness, to support your sleep quality. You can roll it on the temples, the back of your neck, your brain stem to reduce head and neck tension. And then you could put it on your skin, you know, for whether it's wrinkles or acne or things like that. So that's pretty neat. All righty, I always end up with these 3 slides, and so I don't want to break my tradition. These are enrollment kits. Okay, this is the top 10 oils. This is what we were just talking about throughout this entire class. I went through each one of these oils and we gave just a brief overview of each. This is those top 10 oils with a couple of them swapped out for neurological oils, such as Balance. Oh, wait a minute, I'm sorry. Something's wrong with this here. I think I must have put the wrong slide on here. Anyway, please disregard this slide. Something is wrong with it. But this slide should have been, it would swap out Balance, Copaiba, and Adaptive. So it's for neurological issues. All right. And then this one is the nutrition supplements for people like me who just really big with the supplementation. And then it also gives you 5 very popular oils as well to use. This one does not give you a diffuser, however. So that is the end of my slideshow. I'm going to stop my share, and then I'm also going to stop